What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another slime ASMR video. Today we're...
You watch those too?
No! You watch those? Oh my god. You just exposed yourself so hard.
You really got me. I got caught in 4K.
It's actually only 1080p. We tried 4K, but our camera exploded.
It doesn't work.
You got caught in 1K. It's only like a quarter. Like if you bring it into court, they're like, well, that testimony is worth like 25% as much.
Right. Everything has to be in 4K now.
Yeah. Anyway, we're watching Zom 100.
Oh, before we get into that, I just wanted to say that we're gonna try something new today. Instead of pausing the video, because I don't mind pausing here and there, especially if we miss something in the episode. I think we should go back. But pausing to talk for 10 minutes, it kind of is hard to edit for me personally, and probably isn't that fun to watch for you guys because you really want to get into the episode. So we're gonna try pausing and then writing down on a sticky note what we were going to say, and then saving it for the discussion at the end. And we'd love to hear what you guys think about that, if you didn't mind us talking between the episode, or if you prefer us saving it for the discussion. This is also a test for us, to see if we actually enjoy doing reactions this way.
It is kind of funny that we're doing this on the sequel to our most pausing the video and talking video.
Yeah.
Because...
that's when I realized we have a problem.
I feel like... here's the thing, though. I feel like we're gonna, naturally select... our previous video has selected for the audience that enjoys that. So this video is gonna probably have the people watching this video are more likely to be the people who actually sat through the long talking sections in the last video. So I feel like we're gonna get a bit of a bias by doing it on this video. But again, it's also a test for us as well as for you. If you made it through that last video, you're my hero. And
Thank
what's
you
the
guys
guy's
so much.
name?
Cedric?
Yeah, Cedric, you're my hero. I know you're watching this because you watch every second of every video. I love you.
You're the best, man.
Yeah. All right, shall we?
Yes. Oh my god, we haven't watched this in literal weeks, guys. I'm so excited. We're back here again.
Yeah.
Oh I love this.
Oh.
He has literal PTSD over work and not the zombies.
I love our main character so much. Did not know that. I think I knew that in front of this a long time ago. I didn't know that Japanese keyboards had hiragana over each key.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's really interesting.
They do, sir.
I really want to sit here for hours and shoot. I already broke our thing. We're supposed to write these things down on sticky notes.
Yeah.
All right. And that's the only time we'll pause this video. Definitely.
Yeah. It was a short point.
I want to sit here and analyze all these keys really badly. I should do that later and figure out why they chose to put each of these in the places that they did, because they don't seem to correspond with the English characters at all. That's really weird. Sorry guys. Sorry future Ariel.
It's okay. Oh, that's such a great feeling to wake up
and just not have to go to work.
Yeah.
I literally, honestly, kind of relate to that. Even though I don't have, a job. I don't know.
You did have a part-time job.
I did. Oh my god. Yes.
3 years worth of... oh my god. This opening! No way! Whoa, he's hot.
He is. Who's this samurai looking?
American?
American woman? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? I like this guy. I love this guy, dude. I love that guy's walk. That's a new dance move. That's a new dance move.
This is kind of a funny take on the walk cycle.
Oh, like the anime walking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all the paint that's being added. No, my girl. Ah, God, it's gonna make me cry every time I see it.
Okay, we're skipping the intro every time from now on.
God, this song is so good. So this was the song that played at the end of the last episode.
You're right. Was this the song? Was that KANA-BOON again?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Duh.
One of our commenters told us about it. Apparently they do really good openings.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Or songs in general. I forgot if they do endings.
I don't know why I thought that like it was something different. Yes. This is just footage from the anime now.
It's just the first episode, which
Bye-bye.
I'm happy to relive.
I do like that we get to see his boss like getting fucking murdered. We can just get to see his boss explode on the pavement repeatedly every single episode. That's
Yes.
good. That's great. Oh, this song was written for the anime. Yeah, a little poof there.
Yeah, the animation on. Whoa.
But yeah, someone who just hates the idea of having a job, I get this.
Dude! When you finally have the free time to clean your room, oh my god, it feels so good.
We will never tell them why we have a tarp in the background.
It looks so good, oh my god. It feels so good to clean, for real.
Oh my god, wait, why is he... How are there no zombies overrunning his room? Why is he cleaning it?
Because he locks his doors, you know? I forgot in the last episode he said he wanted a beer.
Oh my god. Wait, he just bought these groceries too.
I forgot he did go to the
Conveni. Enjoy your life, beer. I've seen that kanji before.
Enjoy your life. Is that really what it says?
Yeah, it said enjoy your life.
No, I mean, is that what it says on the real brand? Or did they edit it for this anime?
I don't know, we should look that up later.
I know that brand though.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's like an iconic Japanese brand, huh? Who's broadcasting this?
Someone who's gonna die very soon. I was right.
She's really pretty. I don't want to see her die.
God, don't show it. I don't want to see it.
Oh no, she's gonna die. You see the dash? Okay, no, that was funny. I like that. I don't like seeing women dying in shows.
I feel you. I don't like seeing anyone die.
Me neither, but...
Sorry, that was...
No, but just me neither, but it's like, I don't know, there's like an inner...
There's a part of you that...
There's like an inner man inside me that's like, no, at least in fiction, women shouldn't be allowed to die. They should all be saved.
Wait, what? Who took it? How? Oh!
That is only
He
beer?
just ran out.
Dude, because only 2 beers. How are there no zombies in his room? This is amazing. Oh no, is this when he loses his bike?
He loses his bike?
Remember? Oh, maybe he doesn't actually. Whatever. If it doesn't happen in this episode, we cut that.
An essential part of his day. Is this his neighbors?
Yeah, I think so. I love this so much.
I love the dramatic music playing.
This is like Katanagatari with the death flag thing. It's so good.
Yeah.
I love this.
Do you think they're gonna die?
No, I think they're gonna get saved like randomly, but like you're just gonna find pure chance and have to run by. Yes. I love the zombies in the background in the far left. Can you see them?
Oh my god.
Oh, the stairs is up.
Ask them if they have beer.
Are they gonna be zombies when he gets back?
He's so optimistic in this dire situation. He reminds me a lot of Luffy.
He's great. So much, right?
Mm-hmm. Even his smile and his design.
He's like a force of nature, and that force is like...
Positivity.
It's like, relax, have a nice time.
Yes. Dude, to play!
Oh my god, I love
This
it!
is like COVID.
I'm a hypocrite.
Why, what?
That was... I was like, I hate seeing women die, and then saw that guy just eating that woman, and I was like...
Honestly, context matters.
Yeah. Like, the tone matters so much. Man wants to be drunk the entire time. He's
I love that you could just outbike them.
He's like, liver failure, I'm not gonna live that long anyway.
He's like, I'm gonna turn into a zombie eventually. Oh.
Oh.
GoPro.
GoPro.
You think someone's trying to scope out zombies for when they have to go to the convenience store to get food?
Maybe. Yeah.
We talked about this in the first episode.
They didn't have to do that to me. They didn't have to do that to me.
It's where the main character was looking.
True.
Dude, it's okay.
Oh, my social anxiety kicked back into full force. It's the classic, like, you're like...
It's because it's a hot girl. Because he didn't care that he got caught climbing down the pipe.
So true.
It's because he's attracted to her, which is, you know, relatable.
I do like that's consistent. That makes me appreciate the fan service more.
I love how awkward this is. Like, guys, the world is ending. Can I have your number?
Our cell tower is still up? Oh my god.
That's such a bad look, actually.
She's literally, like, going so hardcore mode into this.
She's trying to live.
Yeah, she's so hardcore about this, bro. That's just not the vibe, though.
Oh god. What's she gonna do?
She do something cool.
Martial arts? Oh! Wait, what? Is she sacrificed? What?
Yeah, he wasn't looking out the window, but I think she was.
Is he gonna have princess syndrome now? Like damsel in distress syndrome? You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, who was driving that truck?
Maybe she has it like... Maybe she has something set up so that it drives...
Is it like a trap?
Yeah, a trap. As soon as zombies come in, maybe she has something she can press.
Bruh.
Oh!
Yeah!
What? Oh, okay. So it broke his bike? He wasn't riding a green bike earlier, right?
No, she stole his bike.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Can I go back for a second?
Yeah.
I thought I saw something broken. Like, I thought it broke his bike.
Oh, yeah, because that's her bike. Oh,
yeah.
His bike got broken.
Yeah, so she didn't steal it.
In the manga, I remember you getting mad at her for stealing his bike.
I'd have to double check if she stole it or if maybe he just broke.
We misunderstood completely then.
It depends. They could have changed it.
That's true.
To make her more likable.
That's
but yeah. I literally forgot she did this. I don't remember any of this. And after
the zombie in the truck.
And after this chapter, I don't know anything else. Bro, the freaking angles. She was cool.
So horny.
Oh god, he's gonna die. Bro.
Did he get toilet
Throw
paper?
the beer.
You didn't get toilet paper, did you?
Oh, he forgot the toilet paper. Oh! Let's go!
I still think a bike is better because you don't run out of fuel.
You're so right.
But there's more bikes on the road, so we'll be fine. Because you can just steal another scooter or just grab a bike and use it. Yes!
Let's go! Yes! I love motorcycles so much. Oh my god.
He reminds me of the guys who drive by my window. Like,
they actually be popping wheelies all the time. Bro, this is the Persona 4 dream. You ride a motorcycle, meet a cute girl. He didn't get a number, but maybe next time, you know?
しこたまビールあるので晩酌でも
Yeah.
Dang.
I knew a feeling they were gonna live through it.
小坂さん
You gotta...
No,
Oh, you know the worst part? What if the only reason they opened the door or looked was because they thought he might have come back?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, how did they...
But something broke the window, though.
True.
俺たちの命があと1日だろうが
That's true. They probably just broken by force. But how did they
やれ
climb?
る時間は
I guess
あ
they
まり
found
に
a
も
way.
短い
Whoa, what's happening? Zombie?
リスクヘッドなんて
Okay,
気
just
に
the
してる
win.
暇はないんだな
That's so interesting how he's taking this.
Yeah, I love it. Is this when he writes it?
子供の頃はやりたいことが山ほどあっ
Looks like it.
たいつからかなんだかんだ理由つけてほとんどやってこなか
Aww, it feels so good to cross
った3
something
年
out
分の休
immediately.
暇
Yeah.
遊んで
I always
遊
write
んで遊びま
down,
くる
like-
って決めたんだ
When I'm working on a project,
やりたいことをやら
Things
ずに
you've already
生き延びるくらいな
cross them out.
ゾンビに食われた方がマシだ
Oh yeah, that's one of mine too. I want to ride a motorcycle
I
one
want you to
day.
ride a motorcycle.
One day. Try out dreadlocks. Yo, he can't get canceled anymore.
True!
Dude, I seriously want to see him with dreadlocks.
I really can't wait for him to show up in the next scene just wearing dreadlocks. That's just it.
Yes. Chill, guys. Don't cancel him, okay? Only 30? He's
やり
like,
たいこと
I need to have at least 100.
俺の
I love that he didn't have 100 right away. That's actually very realistic.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, is that his dad?
Not sure.
What about your family? Where's your parents?
How is there still power?
I don't know enough about how infrastructure works.
Bro, they better tell us what it is. I don't want it to be like, ooh, we're not gonna tell you what it is. You tell me what it is right now. Yes!
Yes! He's gotta put that on the top of his list.
With my best friend. Oh, this music's so good.
It is. The music throughout the whole episode was very good, but this is a standout. Wow, so is he gonna add more as he goes along? That's awesome. Aww. Was that the end of the episode?
I think so.
That went by... No way.
No. there's
Okay,
no-
okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
went by way too fast.
I was like, we can't even have like a single. We have to make the double feature. Oh, we're gonna run her morning's like. How does anyone have power? Oh, it looks like there's still some basic functionality.
Look at her doggy butt.
Like there's still enough people alive to run the government. Like,
That's what I'm thinking, right?
still, them having power here is the thing that's really. She can run a treadmill.
She's like, I gotta be able to outrun zombies.
Yeah.
She's
cute.
really cute, yeah. I like her a lot
Protein
more.
powder. Let's go. She's got pills too. She's got all sorts of like supplements.
Yeah.
Iron, zinc. She's got all the big ones.
Hello?
She can speak English?
ロスの本社とも連絡は取れず、
Oh.
かなりクリティカルな状況
Looks like she worked an international job, right?
食料と水の確保
She also has a list.
Yes, I was about to say that.
Maintain mental stability.
糖
Continue
質制
exercise.
限の徹底
Minimize sugar intake. I love the contrast here.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Oh god, who is this? Is this the zombie movie again, or is this
Is
real
this the
life?
person from his flashback? The dad is his parent.
Oh god. No, I think this is the guy from the movie. In the
Yeah,
first
probably because it's see the black bars,
Oh,
the
true.
letterboxing. Yeah.
Ah! Imagine you go to the movie theaters,
Yeah.
and that's how the movie
What a
ends.
shit ending.
歩き
That's so terrible.
走り
Oh, she's analyzing based on movies.
あの個体はかなり危険度高そう
There's still people in the streets getting eaten. Well, I guess there's people alive.
Some are walking, some. Oh, she's trying to figure out the ratio.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Danger.
今起き両方のタイプがいるのね
That's so cool.
遭遇の際
This is fun. I kind of like following her and watching how she's handling the situation too.
It's kind of cool because you get that cool, like, Dark Soulsy, like, survival, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you have this, like, It feels like a D&D campaign where you have two characters with radically
こ
different
れ以上感
identities,
染
you
が
know?
拡大する前に、
Their
この
bike's
周辺
cool.
で比較的リスクの少ないエリアはカメラ動作よし。
Oh. Was this before she met the main character, or is she doing it again? Aw, she wants a sweet, but she's like, I gotta stay fit.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah,
be
that's
healthy.
right. Don't eat the sweets. Yeah.
She's my hero.
On balance though.
It doesn't really.
Actually, you want a lot of carbs in a situation like this.
Okay, so this was a flashback.
ありったけの P
Oh, because she just repressed her own urges. She's even more judgmental of him. who-
That's so
い
cool.
や、
するのも大変です
That's why she wasn't talking,
典型的な
because she was in her own head the whole time.
Yeah. That's so cool. I
なぜ
love
こんな
this.
人物
I love this kind of thing.
メイクセンスしがたいわ。
It makes sense because he did rugby.
この音、
I always forget he did rugby.
まずい。ゾンビが集まってくる。
Oh, she noticed it was happening.
襲われる可能性が
Yeah.
高
She had
い
a camera running, right?
バリケード。いや、時間の問題ね。
But she said it's because of the horn that was going on.
暴走してる。
Oh, so she
Yeah.
didn't have it set up.
What do you mean she
余
didn't
計
have
な
that?
お世話でしょう
It's right there. The camera was working. What?
No, she
Oh, it
didn't
wasn't a
have
trap.
the.
Yeah.
It wasn't a trap.
I realized that when I saw there was a zombie driving it.
到底思えないわね。あとはこのまま
She just said that was just part of her thought process, and she happened to say it out loud.
タイミングを合わせれば
I don't think she heard a single thing he said. Ah!
ね
That's so cool.
So these two are going to be our main characters. And then we'll probably later get introduced to the green-haired guy and the white chick.
I like them both.
I like them both. I like how they contrast each other.
I'm curious to see how their dynamic will be like while they're together. Because so far they don't really have any. They have the opposite of chemistry, obviously, which of course is cool. But like, I'm curious if that will be interesting or if it'll just be like annoying.
水確保
Right.
食料電気ガス
I
確保
think it will very quickly resolve because he's probably going to be able to help her.
上々に
Just physically.
ザゾンビ
She's
の
gonna be like, oh my
パターンは
god, you tackled a zombie out a window.
She's like, wow.
ビールビール
この非常時にたかがビール一つで
Aw,
あそこまで
so
喜
cute.
べる人がいると
I love how everyone's like, wow, he's coping so well. He's not even coping, dude. He's in utopia.
They have no idea what he went through.
So good.
Oh, it was a sakura mochi? I thought it was a cake.
Man.
Okay, that changes things, guys. That changes things.
我慢しなくてもよかったか
Aww,
な
that's cute. I like that. She's becoming more lenient.
Mmm.
That was a good episode.
This eating's really cute. Whoa. That girl had massive titties.
Dang it, I missed it. Was it a
So-
zombie or a real girl?
It was a real girl. You'll see in the next episode.
Okay.
I want to talk about,
Can we finish this ending first?
yeah.
Oh, right. Let's turn it down just a little bit. This ending song's very good.
Yeah.
And I like that it focuses on her.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is it the lighting, or is she more tan?
Who,
Our main sports girl.
I think it is the lighting. They all look more tan. Even he looked more tan in the
Oh,
lighting.
you're right.
Yeah. Interesting who these other two. So it looks like that the blonde girl is the one with the samurai outfit. Yeah. Interesting.
Is she the one with the big?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I remember. None of this matters. I might cut this out, but I remember the sports girl not being as like well endowed in the manga. Like I thought she was.
Do you think they pulled a My Hero Academia and just made her boobs way bigger?
Yeah, it feels like.
I
it,
would
right?
not like that.
I kind of.
It
I
looks-
could be wrong because I'll have to go back and watch it, but. Oh, no spoilers. But I don't know. I just. It'd be cool if there's more body diversity rather than just like big and then bigger.
Yeah. I think
But it
it looks
doesn't
good
really
on her. Somehow it doesn't really bother me too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I want to talk about carb loading.
Okay.
So I've heard this talked about regarding the Hunger Games specifically, of all things.
Oh.
In a survival situation, having if you know you're going to be in that kind of situation, you kind of want to eat a shitload of carbs.
Right.
Like, so much carbs, because you are going to be burning through all of that energy.
Yeah.
And you need, like, just stuff that just fast go.
Right.
So, reducing her sugar intake is actually not the best strategy. I mean, bread would be better than sugar, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's actually not as big a deal in this kind of situation.
Right.
Because if you're leading that active of a life, you need, like especially with the active life, how active her lifestyle is, you kind of need, like, an atrocious amount of calories.
For sure. But I think she's thinking long term.
Yeah, she really wants to, like, survive, maybe even get humanity back or something.
She's not just trying to live day by day. She's thinking way into the future. So...
I'm thinking about the way that the movie ended, where he's like, I swear, and then a zombie just bites and just rolls credits instantly.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I think...
I love that.
I love how she was studying zombies through movies. That was amazing. A very Jujutsu Kaisen moment. But...
Like the opening where the kids are, like, studying, like... What are you referring to?
No, when the main character was learning how to control his emotions by not letting his aura or whatever it is.
Oh, right, while watching movies or whatever.
Yeah.
While watching really bad movies, was it? Or was it like...
I don't know if it was bad movies, just anything. If it made him cry, if it made him excited.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to allow his aura or energy fluctuate.
Yeah. That was an interesting idea.
Yeah, but anyway, just studying movies. If she was just trying to survive for a couple of days, then, like, tons of carbs would help. But if she's trying to keep a toned, healthy body for years to come, because she's gonna be fighting zombies for a very long time, quick carbs isn't what she needs. Like, it's okay to have some carbs, and I'm sure she's getting her vegetables and probably bread, but she's probably getting rid of desserts because that's not going to help her long term.
I still love the contrast between her going, like, super hardcore mode, and I love that it wasn't just it wasn't like the usual thing where it's just she's just like, yeah, I'm stocking up on, like, weapons, and, like, I'm counting ammo, and I'm counting and guns, and yeah, blah 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 blah, blah violence, you know. But, like, it was a lot more like, no, I'm gonna stop. I'm getting my vitamins. I'm gonna make sure I have a well balanced diet. I'm exercising every day. I need to make sure I can fit so I can, you know, run away from the killing things. And I don't know why, but I love it that it's so focused on, like, modern survival. You know, like how survival would be in a modern environment where you're not in, like, a forest or something. I think it's really unique and cool. It just feels great. And I love that contrast to this other guy who's just, like, literally like, I'm gonna drop down to the store and grab a beer. You guys want anything?
Right.
Oh, you guys died before I got back? Dang, people really do go quick. I better get my to-do list out the way fast.
Another thing I liked about her is that she didn't ignore him because she didn't like him, or that she's, like, really, what's the word, cold?
Yeah.
She wasn't ignoring him because she was cold. It's because she was thinking about her survival the entire time. Because she's outside of her home. So at any moment, zombies could come in and kill her. So she has to be on high alert the entire time. So I don't know. That was just... It was nice seeing her perspective and understanding that she wasn't just ignoring him for no reason.
Because I really think in other shows with characters like that are kind of very soon and very, like
not
delicious.
even soon, like...
Yeah, very single-minded, task-minded, very task-focused. The characters can often come across as a little bit annoying because of that. And I think what I was going to say, though, is that you're sort of meant to assume that they're always thinking these things. That's sort of meant to be the implication, I think. But I think being able to see it from her perspective really adds so much to it. Because it really makes it feel like it's there. Rather than the authors just sort of, like, because a lot of times it's like, where it talks about a lot of times when people defend, it's like, well, the characters are probably thinking this. It's the kind of thing that's like, you're kind of doing the author's work for them. And to be fair, there's an extent to which you have to connect the dots, and authors will leave gaps that are intended to be filled in by you. Like, I don't mind when authors are willing to connect those dots and show that yes, this story knows what's going on. They are aware. They're not just like relying on you to assume that assume all the things that they didn't have time to say.
Right.
They take the time to actually. I'm babbling on, but you get the point. I like that they took the time to actually go into her character.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with female characters in general, or side characters where they don't really delve into what's going on in their head. So sometimes they don't feel like a real person when they're not interacting with the main character, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so true. But they very clearly made sure that they were on doing things. It's not like it's not an externalized story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot, I need to explain externalized stories.
Go for it!
Our camera's about to overheat, though.
How do you know?
See that little temperature icon on the top? The little yellow icon?
Okay, then we'll get back to that.
Alright, after these messages. YouTube, play an ad now. Now. We're going to talk about externalized storytelling.
Yes.
It's something I've been spending ever since I watched Triple R. PSA, if you haven't watched Triple R, it's the best movie. It's an Indian action movie. It's dumb fun. If you liked action movies in the 80s and 90s and were like, man, action movies now suck, watch Triple R. Oh my god.
So fun, guys.
It like captured that magic. I have so much more to say about it.
It's emotional too.
Okay.
Very good.
Externalized, this is something I've been struggling to figure out why that and some other stories that I've had have something about them where the characters feel very simple. I used to call it archetypal storytelling because it's a lot of older media has this. Saint Seiya is like this as well. But I like to call it externalized storytelling is what I've called it now. Basically, and I've heard this described as Jacob Geller uses this word, and he uses this derogatorily, but it perfectly explained what I love about it. Every character says everything they're thinking out loud, and if they're not on screen, they're probably not thinking at all. So, it leads to these very simple and just dumb fun. Not necessarily dumb, because you can tell a really cool story with this. Watch Triple R. But it tells a very, external, it's a very, straightforward kind of narrative. Everything, if you're looking for subtlety or nuance, it's not there. What you get is what's on screen. That's what they're trying to say. It's not that complicated. And it might be interesting and, nuanced, but, there's nothing more to it. In Triple R, the characters are exactly what they are, and there's nothing more to them. And it's great. This story is what I would call an internalized story, where there's a lot happening in the characters' heads and off screen that you don't see. The characters do and it's not all revealed at once or oftentimes in these stories they don't ever say it. And I like that they say that they do let you see that other side, because a lot of internalized stories kind of imply a lot of things, and maybe I just have dumb monkey brain, but I love externalized stories. I love knowing everything. So just getting to see inside the head of her. It still has that internal thing. It's not. I would not call this an externalized story by any stretch of the definition, because again, it's still very much characters have hidden motivations and stuff and make decisions based on information you don't know. But I love that you get to know it very quickly, and they are very keen to let you in on the secrets and let you understand what's going on. And I love that. Yeah, that's externalized stories. We are on a limited time schedule for a number of reasons. The number of real life things have us in a chokehold right now. So let's move on to...
Dinner is the main one.
You do yours, and then I have one more, so you do yours, I'll do mine, you do yours.
Oh, okay, sure. So I was just going to add, because we were talking about... I didn't get her name. Did they reveal her name?
No, they didn't. She's just Bike Girl, as far as I know. She's just the girl, because there's only one.
I'm not sure if they said her name. If they did, I'm sorry. But in addition to, I think, dodging that cliche of her just being cold for no reason. I mean, usually there's a reason, but it'll be revealed later on, and it's probably that they had a bad childhood or something cliche like that. What I really appreciate about them not only sidestepping that and showing us exactly why she was acting cold through her internal thoughts, they also gave us this nice little character flaw with her wanting to have that mochi and her finding it difficult to let that go, and she ends up doing that anyway. But then the main character is the one who kind of inspires her to maybe be a little bit more lenient because she's a little bit too strict, if that makes sense. So you kind of see like a little crack in that cold exterior already, which makes her immediately so likable. Like, I'm really excited to get to know her because they did an amazing job setting up everything.
I'm excited to see the small ways that she changes based on the main character, because I'm guessing this will probably be the kind of show where the characters make incremental changes rather than big like changes to their character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's probably going to be. I'm curious to see how the way she subtly changes over time with the main character.
Yeah, maybe, who knows? Maybe she'll have a huge change, and she's just gonna be, you know what? I want to have fun.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I don't know, but I'd be fine with them having this dynamic for a little bit longer, because I like that she's sort of a foil for the main character, because he's taking things way too lightly. If that makes sense.
People are like literally dying.
Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with the way that he's handling it, because he understands the situation. I mean, his list isn't like 100 things to do before I die, something generic. It's 100 things to do before I become a zombie. Like, he knows that he's probably gonna die, so he's gonna have fun with it. Maybe she can make him optimistic in another way and make him think more about the future and think about surviving past this.
That's kind of cool. And that's something interesting, actually, because they've already sort of, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, maybe this is just a background thing, but they've already sort of set up that, like, the world isn't completely screwed yet. Like, the electricity's still running. Like, there's still, like, he still has, like, they still have, like, power to their buildings somehow. There's still news and government functioning somehow. So we're not completely in, like, everything's screwed territory yet. So there is some sort of, like... There's a potential... That's a thread the author could run with and have an end game. So there might be some sort of, like... Or maybe there won't be. But, like, that's very possible that she will be like, hey, look, we have an out... There actually is an out to this. It's not... Yeah.
Because I'm curious, how is this manga gonna end? Because, okay... They're probably not going to end it like the movie.
Yeah.
Because they were particularly... They put that there to make fun of it.
That's such a good point.
So I don't think it's going to be a happy thing and then suddenly it's going to get super sad. I think if it's going to get sad, like, it looks like they're going to become a little group of friends, it's probably going to be one friend after another is going to die. Like, we'll see it coming. It's not going to be like... in the last episode everyone dies or something.
It could be in the last, but it wouldn't be like we think they're happy and then they die. Probably. Mm-hmm. That's probably the trope they went out for. Unless that was added in by the anime and the original the original manga didn't have that scene, in which case ignore everything we just said.
Yeah, but if that was in the manga, then I'm pretty sure they're not going to do an ending like that just because they were making fun of it. Then, is it going to be a purely happy ending where the zombie apocalypse ends, there's a cure, and they get to live beyond this? Or will it be a sad ending, or like bittersweet maybe, because they had a lot of fun, but we will see them die at the end. So I have no idea where it's gonna go, but
I hope they all get to live. I don't like when they die, but if they do die, then that'd be okay if they like went out and like were like happy with, if they were like satisfied with their life. But I never like when someone dies like screaming. Like, it's like literally like I can't deal with that.
Yeah, it pulls like an Attack on Titan.
I literally will walk out of the room.
Yeah, that'd be brutal.
I cannot deal with that. It like is.
I don't think it's that kind of show though.
I don't think so. Like, yeah, pretty much every brutal death we've had is just, it was played off as a joke. Like, she's like watching like this guy get like eaten by a zombie and she's like, that's a dangerous one.
Right.
Like, so yeah.
I wonder what the next episode is gonna be, if we're gonna get to see the main character and this girl become friends, or if we're gonna get introduced to maybe the green-haired guy that we saw in the episode. I wonder if we're gonna get introduced to each new character an episode at a time, or if we're gonna spend some time with them developing relationships with the main character first.
I'm wondering about his parents.
His parents,
The first thing he mentioned that he wants to spend time with his parents and some other unnamed friend. So I'm really curious if that will actually happen, because every single time we've kept having it set up, he wants to go see someone, they die. He wants to go see someone, they die.
That's so true.
It would make so much, like, it would be narratively rhythmic for him to find his parents as zombies.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a scene of them chasing him around and him, like, smiling or something.
Yeah.
But, like, or maybe he's actually sad for the first time. But I really, I mean, I
Not
really...
the first time, but maybe he'll be sad a little bit longer. Like, he'll really get into a funk.
Maybe. Or maybe he won't. Maybe he'll be an unstoppable force. You know? Like, he'll be like a straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like, very force of nature, kind of. I feel like I've really exposed myself as a basic bitch, because I like stories where the characters say what they want and then do it and then win and everyone's happy.
That can be really good, like with Luffy in
Right?
One Piece. I
Right?
know I keep referencing him,
He's
but
great. He's like, you're bad, I'm gonna punch you, and then he does.
and it's
awesome.
the best punch of anime history.
Yeah. Shoot, I like No Country I really love No Country for Old Men. That isn't a happy movie. The but like it's like I'm excited, but like I that's what I'm hoping will happen. Because I feel like his parents being dead the whole time would be a little predictable. When they showed the movie for a second, I thought that was them cutting to his dad and what his dad was going
I know.
through. But
I recognized
yeah,
him.
Yeah. You recognized him, and then I saw the black bars, and I was like, yeah. I love movies using I love things using letterboxing as like a joke. I don't know why, it's so funny to me.
Every time.
Yeah. It can be cool though, like in Dragon Ball Fighters, when in Gogeta's intro, when this letterboxing appears and his eyes like flash. It's really cool. It's really cool. But that's what I had to say about his parents. Maybe his parents are it's most likely that his parents are going to be dead the whole time, and that's going to be like the thing, you know, kind of the... I feel like that would be almost too... It's kind of predictable. Nothing wrong with something being predictable, but it's predictable in a way where it's not like I like it.
Do you
I don't mind if I want a thing to happen and then I think it'll happen and then it happens. But if I don't want a thing to happen and then I think it'll happen and then it happens, I'm like kind of like a little like meh. But again, maybe I'll like it. I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe since you said it was predictable, it will not come true.
Right?
Because since that was the pattern and we're expecting it, maybe the pleasant surprise will be that his parents are alive. But for that to be the case, he needs to put that on the top of his list.
Yeah, it's like on the bottom. Like, why did you... Do you have no sense of... He really has no sense of urgency. He has zero sense of urgency. Like, at all.
We'll see in the next episode what his plan is. We can't say anything yet, but...
Like, really, like, those people were like, oh my god, we're trapped in here and we're not... He's like, hey, you guys want some beer and toilet paper? Like, I don't think he has a sense of urgency. He's not shown it yet. Maybe you're right. But, like, so far, like, his defining characteristic is that he just wants to relax.
I think so far...
He's sick of having a sense of urgency.
So far, the main character and the girl were both okay without zombies breaking into their houses. So I think he just wasn't thinking that they'd be able to do that.
That reminds me that I scrolled down and the first comment I saw was someone saying something about the animators being on acid, and I did not know where they got that from. That was the comment that I saw before I watched it. And I was like, what? What are you talking about?
There was no acid trip. That was last episode.
I was really excited for that. I was like, that sounds awesome. But then the animators were sober the whole time. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I think that was basically it. I'm really excited to see what he does next. I have like a ton of questions. Like, is he actually going to go in order? So if we actually looked at the list of things he wants to do, is the next episode going to be the next thing on the list? Also, are we going to get more of this girl that we just met? Are they going to become friends? Or are we going to get introduced to new characters? Because this is as far as I've seen in the manga. I've only read 2 chapters, I think.
I think I read 1.
You didn't finish even the first episode.
I
I have no idea where this is going, and I'm really excited. And there's still 3 more episodes for us to watch, so I'm so glad we don't have to wait a week.
For the record, I picked up the the first volume in a Barnes and Noble, so I didn't really have time to finish it.
Oh, you're excusing yourself for not finishing the chapter.
I did not drop it. I just was like, that seems cool. I should read more, and then didn't.
Yeah.
As happens very often. Too often. There's too much stuff in the world, guys. Stop making new media. I'm like, there's too much. I can't like.
That being said, The next anime that we're gonna be reacting to is Skip and Loafer? I think that's what it's called. It's a shoujo anime that was recommended by one of our subscribers. So.
Also, stop making new media with Blank and Blake. I can't tell. You say Skip and Loafer, Honey and Clover.
I love Honey and Clover. Oh my god. That's
what
the key.
That's
the key to having a good shoujo. You have to have a blank and
blank title. True. Blue and Box, Honey and Clover, Skip and Loafer. What were the other ones? There's other ones with that same naming convention.
Blue
There's more.
and Spring.
And right. But there's another one with the "and" in the name that there's so many with the object and other unrelated object as their title convention. I've seen that.
Then there's the
Spice and Wolf. That's the other one I'm thinking of. Spice and Wolf. The camera goes blurry when I do this. It's focuses on my finger. It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a good camera. See.
Spice and Wolf, Honey and Clover, Skip and Loafer. That's a lot of. I literally.
It's better than the word X word kiss X sis. But they don't pronounce they don't pronounce the X, so that's kiss sis.
Is High School DxD pronounced High School DD?
Yes, it's DD.
Wow, it's even more on the nose in Japan.
And then there's Hunter Hunter, so.
Yeah. I want to clarify that I'm not actually dissing on any of these media. I
haven't seen them.
Haven't seen them. And the ones that I have seen, I think I like all of the ones that I have seen and made fun of, so yeah.
Yeah. Also, guys, please, once again, tell us in the comments how you think this video turned out with us not really pausing and saving the discussion for the end. I personally had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I prefer doing it this way.
It's a lot less exhausting this way because it gets kind of tiring when you guys saw our 1 hour reaction and probably got tired halfway through. You have to understand that was edited down from 2 to 3 hours of footage.
Episode 1 of Zombie 100 for us was such a pain to edit because we just talked for 3 hours. It was so bad.
That episode deserved it though. I think that episode...
It really got us thinking. Amazing episode. One of the best first episodes I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah, of any anime. Is there another anime that I know that has a first episode I like more? None that I can think of off the top of my head, but I don't...
That's awesome. Wow, that's crazy.
That might be the best first episode in an anime I've seen, actually.
That's high praise. That's awesome.
Yeah. Trigun Stampede did a good first episode, but it's not, anything crazy.
It hooked me. Guys, Trigun Stampede is so freaking good.
Oh yeah, that show goes so hard.
I decided not to react to it because it wasn't very popular, so I didn't think anyone would want to watch us react to it. But now I'm sad that I don't have it for myself. I wish I reacted to it so I could watch my own reaction because it's one of my favorite shows of all time.
That's the one where I was actually bawling at a certain stuff. I was like, no.
We cried a lot. We laughed a lot.
Cried. I don't scream and cry a lot, but I did that.
We screamed a lot.
Yeah. The show's sick as hell.
Give it a chance. It's Studio Orange. Who cares if it's CGI? They did Land of the Lustrous and Beastars.
Ruby? Ruby wishes it was this show. Ruby really wanted to be Trigun Stampede. So badly. If you ever watched Ruby and were like, dang, I like that fight scene, but the show sucks, watch this. Or if you watched Ruby and were like, this show looks terrible and I hate that fight scene, watch this show anyway, because you're going to think it looks awesome. I look so good, dude. That show looks sick.
I think we should end it here because you have D&D.
Don't out me like that. Don't know I'm a nerd. It feels like a D&D campaign where you have two characters with radically different identities, you know?
I'll cut it out. I'll cut it out.
Yeah, they can't know I'm a nerd.
Okay.
They have to think I'm cool and smoke.
What I'll do is I'll bleep out D&D, and then they'll have no idea.
And you have to edit a cigarette into my mouth too.
Okay.
Because they have to know that I'm cool and smoke. It feels like a
movie
where you have two characters with radically different identities, you know?
I'll put the one edit of me smoking that you did.
Yeah, she smokes too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I am a chain smoker.
Yeah, she's... we'll put that picture of her smoking a blunt. We caught her on camera. 4K. 1080p. Sorry, 1080p. Hey, it all circles back. Whoa, double beat. All right, guys.
Like and subscribe.
Click
if you made it this far, come on.
Yeah.
Please.
I think we're approaching 100K, so I'm pretty sure we can get there within the next week. And if we don't, try harder, you guys. Clearly. All right.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Mwah. 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 Mwah.
Kill some zombies.
Kill some zombies. Mwah.